Bobby, you're in a league of your own.
Why?
I don't know. Hi.
Here we go.
Like and subscribe. Please look.
Hell, I don't give a shit if you're the Messiah from Jerusalem. Come here to make my life perfect. Nobody walks in this booth when I am making my art. Nobody! Good evening, weirdos. Welcome to Total Recall. We are the show that remembers it for you. I put a little southern twist on that one. I didn't want to knock Martin Mull too much.
That totally threw me.
Yeah. I can only do it under pressure. So I am the Jethro Bot. I am your host, one of your hosts. Here are your two hosts. And this is the Wizard. And Wizard, how are you doing? How have things been since we last talked?
Oh, you don't want to know. Oral
Okay.
surgery.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all we need to say.
Yeah.
Oral surgery and its aftermath.
So now I recall you were in a situation where you couldn't like put any pressure as in inhaling smoke. Is that something you're still having to do or like compensate for? Or you still have
Absolutely.
okay, so you're still using your super joint thing.
Yes.
All right.
It is not lit at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
but we are still using the power hitter.
That's what it's called. The power hitter, which was invented right here in Austin, Texas, right?
Yes. Yes. It invented and first sold at Oat Willie's
Mm-hmm.
head
Yeah.
shop, which used to be right there in Austin, Texas.
The head shop. Yeah.
Founded by the artist who drew the fabulous furry Freak Brothers.
Founded?
Founded, drew, wrote.
Wow.
Yes, he also.
That's wonderful.
In his office for his comic strip, he started a head shop.
Wow. I guess
And I could give you more factoids, but that's not the show.
That's not what we're talking about.
That's not this show.
We're not talking about the guy from Oak Willie's right now.
So no, kick off your high-heeled sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
It's party time.
It's party time. Dig in with the Duggan. We are watching FM. FM is a movie made in 1978. And it is about radio DJs and their wild personalities. It actually came out right around the same time the pilot for WKRP in Cincinnati came out. So they often get, and actually, you could talk a lot about the similarities between the two things, but FM is its own beast. And if you couldn't tell already from our backdrop, yes, Martin Mull is back on Total Recall.
It's hilarious that that's the exact shot you chose.
Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful shot. Here, let me just go ahead and share mine while we're at it. So I love Cleavon Little. Cleavon actually got his big break playing a DJ. Do you know what movie that was?
I do not.
Vanishing Point, the most excellent Vanishing Point. That's the film that in Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof they're fantasizing about. It's the whole reason why she rides on that car. It's because it's the Vanishing Point car. And there's a naked lady on a motorcycle in that movie. But we're not talking about that movie. We're talking about FM.
Which does not have a naked lady
No,
on a motorcycle.
no. And usually we bring out the first panelist. You know, the first panelist we bring out is the one that chose it. But you're already out. You picked this one.
I did.
Yeah. So you saw FM in the theater, is that right?
Uh-huh. I did.
Okay. And you remember like kind of like what the reception was at that time.
And it was not good.
Yeah, but what did you think of it?
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. But this came at a time when I was obsessed uh, with DJs,
Hmm.
which was really nearing the end of the real DJ.
Yeah,
Uh, you know,
yeah.
before
You're
between
starting.
corporate takeover and
Mhm.
automated uh, music playing, where you could just queue up, a bunch of MP3s now. Uh, yeah, that whole personality and art
Mhm.
had a
Yeah,
few years left in it, but it was definitely at the end of that time.
yeah, yeah. And even even when you still had kind of DJs of this nature, getting later on, they stopped picking their music, and no longer had control over the music that they played.
Oh, I could tell you some stories.
Hmm.
I guess I should. That's kind of why we're here.
Yeah, yeah. We can talk
Uh,
about it.
yeah, because one of the things I was at this point where I was kind of obsessed with DJs, and this movie had an influence on me
Hmm.
from that perspective, which led to a brief 2 to 3 week career as an FM DJ
Yeah, yeah.
on a
You did
on a
that
top
for a
40
little bit.
station.
Hmm.
And
So, but you had to do the top 40s. Like you couldn't just be like, well, here I am, and I brought you know, some black
no,
metal.
what you would have, there was a wheel on the wall, and it was a clock of a 1 hour time span, and it was carved out into these little blocks. And at this time, you would play a song from the A bin, and you'd look over here, and there was a row of records
Hmm.
in the A bin, which
Hmm.
was very, very slim. There might be 10 records in the A bin. And then at this time, you would play something from the B bin, which was a little bigger. And you could pick whatever you wanted to out of that little restricted bin. Uh,
Gotcha, gotcha.
but like over the course of an hour, there would be 3 or 4 A's
Uh huh.
and 2 or 3 B's and 1 C. And if you worked between midnight and 7, there would be a couple of blocks where you could go over to this big wall of albums they had,
Hmm.
and you could pick any album from the wall. Uh, but each album would have the 2 or 3 songs that were approved to
Yes.
be
Yeah.
played.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever like purchased a used record from an old radio station, but yeah, they'll often have those written on there. And I actually have a copy of Ween's The Pod, which doesn't even have like the listing of song names on it. So like someone has handwritten all the songs titles you can play, and the song title of every other track is just says don't play, like.
Yep.
And one of the songs, Mononucleosis, is crossed out because the lyrics on that track aren't super easy to make out, as with a lot of the album. But so they probably didn't pick up on the fact that there's a big old F-bomb in it.
And with all that, I still got in trouble
Yeah, I
for
don't
playing
doubt that.
something that was approved
Yeah, I don't doubt that. Yeah.
off a Meatloaf
Mhm.
album. It's like, why did you play it? You said I could. It was on the thing. Well, you should have
Mhm.
known better.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't last.
It didn't last.
I did not last.
Alas, you were not put on this earth to deliver top 40. When was this? What
79, 80.
79, 80? Yeah. Great time for top 40 actually. Doesn't sound too bad to me. All right. Well, we need to Oh wait, no. I have to tell you like what I thought of this movie. I'd never seen this movie. I really had just the most peripheral of understandings about this movie. So I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if it was going to be a laugh riot, as WKRP in Cincinnati often is, or what it was about. But yeah, growing up, I never really got much into rock and roll movies. That was never something that reached out and grabbed me. Too bad. There's a lot of good ones.
Well, we
But
can
you,
fix some of that.
yeah, but you had fond memories of this,
Oh, I had very fond memories of this.
despite the fact that the public didn't like it so much. All right, I'm trying to decide what like when do we ever like bring out Mother of Bride of Pumpkinhead next? Like I feel like I'm always overlooking my beautiful, wonderful partner, which I shouldn't do. So here
You
she
should not.
is. hmm That's right.
Yeah, we got 2 We Will Rock Yous in a row with this
hmm
movie, and
That's right.
I'm very happy about that.
hmm Not only that, this is the first time that a Queen song appears in a motion picture.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Yeah. And then what is that? 20 years later, it happens again. 15 years later. Whatever.
What was
Well,
that?
it
Queen
happened
song.
a couple
90.
times in between there with other songs.
Oh yes. Oh
Yeah.
yes. But I mean like and We Will Rock You. It's that's a permanent song. That'll never not be a celebrated song in our culture.
I hope
Uh
not. I
yeah.
hope so. I hope that
Um
is the case.
well, I said it's going to be, so I'm pretty sure I'm always right. Um
Mhm.
so what did you know about this movie FM? You had
Nothing.
you
I
had
had
pretty
never
cool parents. They never
I had never seen it. I had never heard of it. Um, I had I got nothing.
nothing.
Nothing. I hadn't even seen the poster on a wall.
Gotcha.
Had you heard the
Okay.
song?
No.
You hadn't heard the song No Static? Or
Nope.
well, the song's called FM, but I have always referred to it as No Static.
No static at all.
Yep.
I had no static.
Mm. I really like I forgot how much I like that song. I mean, I'm a fan of Steely Dan, as you know, because you listen to what I put on the record player sometime, or you have to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like Steely Dan enough. I, thought I was gonna see him that one time, and then my mom had played a joke on me. Surprise! It's not Steely Dan. We're going to see Boz Scaggs. Wait,
That's
what?
right.
Okay.
She
See,
can't tell. That's right. She can't tell
frankly,
them apart.
I would have preferred Boz Scaggs.
Oh, really?
Not a lot, not in a huge way, but he's got that one song I really dig.
I mean, it is a pretty fun song.
It's in FM, isn't it?
Oh, you know what it is?
It
Yeah,
is.
We were
because
singing it
we
when it
sang
came
along with it
on.
when it came on.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Okay.
Okay,
Well.
relevant comment. Woo!
All right. Well, let's bring more folks out. Let's bring out Adam. Adam's here. Adam recently re-drinked, pit stopped. Adam
Redrinked?
back or I don't know,
Dranked.
drank, re-drank.
I dranked and I peed.
Hmm.
So if you're keeping score at home,
Yeah.
I drink and I pee a lot.
If you do them both at the same time, it's like you're a factory, a flesh factory, a flesh
I'm an
assembly line.
ecosystem. Hello, kids.
So, I believe that much like the Wizard, you were already familiar with FM before. I mean, you already knew about this movie.
Yes, saw it in the theater.
Saw it in the theater.
I don't know if I've talked too much about this already, but I grew up around the music business when I was young. So my mother was a self-professed groupie. I've been in a live DJ booth before 5th grade while the show was going on. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Backstage, I think the first concert I saw was Heart and the Tubes together at Vets Memorial.
What a show.
Gosh.
Yes.
What year, Heart?
I would have been 7 or 8 probably. So yeah, Barracuda, all the things. Yeah, so I grew up around this stuff and didn't know till I was older that it was unusual to experience as a child, certainly. And then, eventually got involved in making my own horrible music. But yeah, so my mom just took me to go see this one night, and we saw it in the theater, and I loved it.
Yep. Do you remember the reaction around you? What other people thought of it?
No.
Still a little too young, maybe, for that.
Yeah, that memory's somewhere else. But
Yeah.
I know my mom enjoyed it, and her best friend, who had a son about my age.
Yeah.
We had a good time. I still don't know what white nipples mean. I didn't then, and I don't now.
It made you think. Yeah, it made you think that this was a thing, that this was a known thing.
I'm still looking,
and that men knew about it, and it's like, what? I've never heard of this in my life.
Yeah, but like I always had music around growing up, and my very first records were all promotional copies from the local radio station. They were all punch outs with the gold stamp that said provided for promotional purposes only. And yeah, on my little Mickey Mouse plastic record player, I would rock out to my copy of Kiss or Cheap Trick or whatever as a wee lad. So this is in my blood.
Awesome.
Did either of you ever get copies of the radio shows that would be pressed onto vinyl?
Not then, but I have had interview albums in my collection over the years. Yes.
So that was the first thing that they let me do. Was I would come in on Sunday, and starting about 3 p.m, there was just a series of albums you would play. But like one of them, well, the top 40, Casey Kasem's top 40, into the radio station as a bunch of albums.
It would be an acetate or an audio tape. Yeah. A reel to reel.
We were getting them on physical album.
Wow.
Like an LP.
Yeah.
And so I would just be going back and forth between two turntables playing albums. It would be that, and then like the King Biscuit Flower Hour. Sometimes you would have like an interview album.
Yeah, I didn't know until I was older how common that was. Like, when you're just kind of young and dumb and you're just listening to the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
this shit's
Yeah.
all pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Everything
Just
is.
no idea.
Now
Yeah.
it's awful, but radio's barely a thing anymore.
Yep. But it's evolved. I mean, now it's not exactly the same, but clearly there's this kind of similar performance to what DJs did with podcasts and live streams. Not this live stream,
No,
but
we're coming at you live in all
yeah,
3Ds.
yeah,
I
yeah,
understand that on some of these Sirius channels, you can still get something
mm,
like this, where
okay,
it's a curated sort of a show. But
gotcha.
I
All
don't
right,
do
well,
those things.
I
okay,
knew.
well, we're going to bring out Jess here. We don't want to get too carried
All right,
away.
all right.
And she's waiting in the wings. If anyone's wondering, unfortunately, our dear friend Babs is not feeling well this evening, so she sends her love, and you can look for her in the comments. And good old Gravy is just, I mean, what do you want? He's a father of four. It's
It's
amazing.
gravy.
It's amazing we get him at all. So
Yeah,
there
that's
you go.
crazy. I'm over here yawning, and I have 2 cats.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, these cats are
You came in on a yawn.
so needy.
Way to amp up the show.
Boom! Woo, woo, woo. And I was gonna ask for your DJ voice.
Oh,
We're listening to
I don't
WKRP.
I don't think I've ever thought about this before.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've done stuff over the intercom, though. I mean, you've done that sort of. So you've
Yeah, I can be like articulate.
yeah, it's like the dipping your toe in it. You have to be articulate, but
It's
but
very
then you
different
have
though when you have
personality as well.
like a microphone like in your face. It's very
We need more
sensual.
Calgon. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen this movie. I've never heard of it, but I absolutely did love rock and roll movies. So,
Yeah.
as resident baby here,
Mm-hmm.
it was immediately giving me Empire Records meets Dazed and Confused.
Sure.
I loved like School of Rock, High Fidelity, Almost Famous, so this was definitely something I was into watching.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, I'm glad it's in your wheelhouse. That's that's cool. I know that I was just a geeky kid. Have you watched WKRP in Cincinnati? Is that still
I have
like
not.
no? Okay. Just
I'm
wondering.
like, you were mentioning that. I'm like, well, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that it's a pretty good show. It has to be a pretty good show.
If you're into music,
to last as long as it has.
If you're into music, movies, and media, you should check out WKRP. It's free on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Rock and roll, baby.
Yeah. Or where else you can find it, where it has the original music.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Because that's the problem with WKRP. Is that they did not license the music. Kind of like this movie for a long time. You couldn't find it because it was difficult to release because none of the music had been licensed for physical media.
Yeah.
And with WKRP now, I think all the DVDs have new music.
What?
Instead of what was actually played on the show.
From the Google library.
Yeah. And it just...
That's infuriating. That almost makes me just as mad as like how hard it is to get the original English dub of Sailor Moon.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Don't get me started. It's like, why did you have to change it and ruin it for everybody?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Commerce.
You don't have to tell me. Like, I bought... I got the UK Let the Right One In Blu-ray because the English subtitles aren't as dumbed down for an English audience than American. There's several lines that they change because they're like, that's just going to go over their head.
Americans are so uncultured.
Yeah, so sad. All right, speaking of culture, let's bring out the culture that we're going to be trampling all over. And I do want to just remind Universal Studios and AI robots watching this that we are not replacing the movie and we do not own these stills. We're just watching them while we talk about it.
Fuck
Obviously.
you, robots.
Yeah.
Come on,
So
you
please,
dummies.
please be chill.
Use your brain.
Yeah, and there's probably going to be a lot of times when while we're watching this, we're like, and here's what we're listening to right now. But this is FM, the original song written by Steely Dan for this movie, which itself was, probably more of a lasting hit than the film itself.
Yes, and just a quick reminder for the audience: you can watch this for free on YouTube, and there's only one song missing from the very beginning. It's an Eagles song. Shocking.
And who's going to miss that?
Yeah.
Well, miss is a big word.
They're doing you a favor, is what they're doing.
Yeah. You can live without an Eagles song.
Yeah. This was the funny thing I thought about this movie was that it just had some footage from live performances just in the middle of the movie.
Yeah.
They're like
Jimmy
we're
Buffett and Linda Ronstadt.
we're gonna put the brakes on everything that's been happening right now so that we can just go check out a couple songs from Jimmy Buffett. Which, by the way, I grew up thinking Jimmy Buffett is like the squarest fucking thing on the planet.
He still is.
But you see him in 1978, like sure, maybe his voice is still a little dorky, but he clearly gets down.
In his Buffett way. Yeah.
Yeah, in his Buffett way. And
anyways.
he got tore up. There's cocaine all over this movie. There's cocaine in the movie, but there's also like cocaine in the actors and the crew at all times as well.
Maybe that's what white nipples are.
That's what I was thinking that.
Oh.
I was thinking maybe white nipples or she dips them in coke.
Too much cocaine.
I'm like, I've never been in the Coke culture, so that's just like lingo I might not be familiar with, the jargon, I don't know. White nipples.
Yeah.
And by the way,
8 balls and shit, I don't fucking know.
Well, according to, former Mayor Marion Barry, cocaine makes you horny.
Oh,
Just saying.
hello.
Moving on.
I find it really almost impossible to believe that this movie and WKRP aren't
Related. Yeah.
related.
It's difficult
because
to believe. Yeah.
the cast, the cast of characters is almost identical on top of everything else.
but
Yeah.
it is exactly what you would do if you were going to make a show about a radio station in 1978.
This is
Or a
true.
movie about a
Yes.
radio station. These are the stereotypical DJs that you're going to pick
Mm-hmm.
for your mythical station. So I don't know how much of that could have been avoided.
But this guy seems so much like the young manager. And
Andy.
there's another guy who seems like Les Nesmith, and then
Yes.
Mark
Yeah, well,
Wahlberg
that's
is
what I'm
similar.
saying. There's a very
yeah.
like those were stereotypical characters
Mm-hmm.
that you would have chosen if you were going to make a third thing and you knew nothing about these other two. You would probably come up with
Empire
the
Records.
same stereotype.
Empire Records. Yeah. There it is. I mean, Pump Up the Volume's just one dude. So,
Yeah.
I do want to congratulate them on these sets. They're excellent.
Yes.
They're accurate.
Yes.
Holy
Yes.
shit, those shelves.
Yes.
Can't
Yes.
believe it, man.
Yes.
The
I love
glass
just
walls.
looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made me want to work there real bad.
Yeah.
I love that several of the DJs, like when you see the DJs, sometimes they bring in their own props,
Yes.
and like
Uh-huh.
stuff
The wind
just for
chimes.
mood.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So
we
great.
did.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I might have learned it from the movie, but the other DJs were doing it too.
Hmm. Awesome. I mean, that's
Yeah.
how it should be.
It's just so fun. Yeah.
Again, and that is what it looked like, as Adam says. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They
the magic of it. It's just like a lot more authentic and fun.
Yeah.
yeah, the actual booths would be darker because they'd have a black soundproofing on the walls generally, but
Mhm.
it's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or a carpet. Martin Mull really looks on point all the time, but like his particular costumes are just great,
Yeah.
and
Everyone's well dressed in this.
yeah. Well, not
Mhm.
everyone. The
The cat
manager character, the guy at the head of the desk,
and
he
that
is
army
gonna
guy.
he is gonna wear some ridiculous shit later on. And he put on some stuff that made me laugh, honestly. But
I don't want to hear anything about my corporate Cowboys hat.
no, no. But this movie does make a point of saying that the cowboy is on his way out. Like he's losing his popularity in the lexicon of DJing.
Yeah. A good bit of writing. Sorry, Alex Karras, but yeah, you're obsolete.
but
Also, like,
I hated that they just dropped it.
just fired him.
And it was over though. There was no resolution. There was no
Mhm.
you're just gone.
And isn't
Yeah.
it funny that they're like you can have weekends because like radio really is bigger during the week.
Yeah.
When people
yeah.
are working in their
Driving,
car, yeah,
commuting.
working, driving, yeah. But when it's the weekend, they're going out and they're doing things and they're not listening to the radio. So yeah, then you can just have your drunk cowboy DJ who fucks up the needle or the tape or whatever.
Yeah, that's when they let me work
Yeah.
on the weekends.
These two going back and forth, it's like Coke talking to Coke. It's amazing.
I
Oh,
miss
this
Spokane.
guy.
There he is.
Oh, man. This made me sad. Come on, guy. We believed in you.
This is
Yeah.
the second movie
Uh-huh.
to feature both Alex Karras and Cleavon Little.
Oh yeah?
Hmm.
Yeah.
What was the first?
Blazing Saddles.
Knight's Tale.
Mm.
No.
They were
Scooby-Doo.
both in Blazing Saddles.
Oh, cool. He punches the horse, right?
Yes, Alex Karras was
that guy
Mongo.
punches the horse.
He's Mongo?
Mongo.
How did I not connect that? Wow.
Mongo only
That's
pawn.
Mongo?
That's
Mhm.
Mongo.
Yeah, Martin Mull is in Clue, and guess who else is in Clue?
Jane Weedlin.
Eileen.
That's right.
Eileen Brennan.
She's Mrs.
He's
Peacock.
she's
And
How
Mrs.
could I not
Peacock,
Colonel
and
Mustard.
he's Colonel Mustard. I wanted to
Her
say
name is
Colonel, well, I
actually
did.
Mother, and she was in Clue. She's a gay icon already.
Is she a
You know what
gay
I-
icon?
You know
I
what I wanted
mean, not really,
more of?
but
Oh.
Isn't it- I
how
I
can you
like
not be
this-
with the name Mother?
This guy's assistant, his girlfriend or whoever. I wish
Yeah.
he had more to do in this movie.
Yeah, or it was more expressly explained what the hell they are doing. Like
Well, they're techs,
yeah, it's just unclear. Like
which isn't a real job at a station, not a full-time job.
no,
We had an engineer at our station who took care of all the mechanical
Like a full-time guy?
components. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
because you were always busting shit up.
Well, yeah, there's so much gear and technology, and I didn't know anything about that. I knew how to play records and talk to people.
Yeah, and you were busting shit up. You were doing like Kurt Russell the thing, like
Taking blood samples from the crew. And...
no, when he pours the whiskey at the chess machine, the chess machine.
Oh,
Look at how cool she is.
Mhm.
She's the best.
She's amazing.
She's so cool.
Her voice is amazing. You
Mm.
know, that's got to be how all these guys got these roles. Is that they just had incredible radio voices.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you see Martin Mull doing his thing on air before he loses it on air, you know, but like when he's together and he's doing his thing, that he doesn't want anyone interrupting. Like his
Getting
voice,
blown.
yeah, his voice is so good. Yeah.
God, the weird phone calls coming in.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Was really hit home.
I used to make those weird phone calls.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
I didn't realize till I was working there how weird it was. But we had one DJ. 3 or 4 of us would get together and call this guy and talk to him for an hour.
God.
And he'd be like, "Hang on." He'd jump on, switch songs, say something, come back, and keep talking to us.
Jesus Christ.
Pre-internet, folks. This is how we did it with rotary phones.
Incredible. R.I.P. Boo.
There he is. Now,
Boo.
this movie is like
Thumbs down.
it's seriously light on conflict. Like,
It's
you know,
so low stakes.
like, yeah, you know, when this guy comes in, like, he's supposed to represent some manner of conflict, but it really just takes for like the whole movie essentially before.
Yeah, I don't know. Babs and I talked about this a little bit when we watched it yesterday. It really took me to a different place. Going back in my head to the 70s where the army was the enemy.
Oh, yeah.
And not just the corporate stooge, but you know, the capitalist cutout.
Yeah.
But like people were really genuinely against the military in the 70s because of Vietnam. It was a broad sentiment.
Yeah, it really it mirrors very similarly like the Spotify drama. How people got all pissed off when Spotify started airing like ICE recruitment ads. And that's kind of how I read this film, watching it after this all happened, was like, yeah, I mean, it's one thing to like, you know, kind of go in and like try to corporatize and add, you know, ads or whatever to their radio station, and they're not down with that. But also like, you know, contextually during that period of time,
same with Rolling Stone magazine. Rolling Stone used to have, well, I'm sure they still do, but they're not a magazine anymore. Liquor ads and recruitment ads, like on every 4th page. And that was a big deal when that started because it was establishment.
And they just got the #1 spot, and now they're going to start, you know, airing army ads that, you know, they're the people that are listening to this station probably aren't down with. So I don't know. I think it's a little more layered, and now I think as in 2026, but I think it's interesting.
I can't remember any specific line, but it does seem like, you know, the station manager is kind of resigned to getting kicked out, you know, like right off the bat. You know, he's like, this is what happens, you know, you build a great station, they like it, so they come in and ruin it, and you got to go somewhere else, you know, like.
Yeah, but realistic. And also when you start watching WKRP, the new manager is the guy that is actually the one shaking things up, because they were an easy listening station for old people. And he comes in and he starts playing rock and roll and telling Johnny Fever that he can say booger on the air live.
Yeah.
And,
Cool.
so it's a slightly different angle, but it is almost exactly the same story.
Yeah.
Creative people push boundaries and make something interesting and cool that other people like, and then somebody's got to put a fucking dollar bill on it.
Yeah.
I ruin it.
America.
And that's what happened to Austin.
Ugh. R.I.P.
Well, while we're giving out a rest in pieces, rest in peace, while we're giving different people a rest in peace, let's go ahead and give one to Cleavon Little, who was very sadly passed away in his early 50s to colon cancer.
Gone too soon.
And we will say, we will say fuck cancer in his name, because I can't fucking stand cancer.
You're not a fan?
Cancer. No.
Fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer. Take Cleavon a little while he's still got a lot of shit to do.
Rude.
Phrasing.
Yeah.
Inconsiderate.
But he is.
Oh, look at young Jimmy Buffett.
There he is.
This guy's gonna own a cruise line.
Look how
he's sticking it to the man.
Look how high. Oh, look how high he is, the sweetie. I mean, he does kind of look almost cool. If you couldn't hear, you can't hear his voice, right? So you're like, wow, that guy's cool. If you could hear his voice right now, you wouldn't be thinking that he's cool, you know. But yeah,
he's
what
not.
does he look like? He's giving something, and I can't. Let me think.
Jimmy Buffett was also very different pre-Margaritaville.
I'm sure.
Than he was post-Margaritaville.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's a huge change in the Jimmy Buffett experience.
Yeah. But I'm not a big fan of Jimmy Buffett.
No.
Really don't much care for him. But I will listen to Cheeseburger in Paradise.
You know. I was about to say 100% the exception.
Yeah.
The tunes about, food.
Yeah. Well, right off the bat, the tunes about like trying to be better about what you eat, but essentially like, loving hamburgers so much that it's fucking impossible with French fried potatoes. It's fucking impossible. You just can't.
I love them so much. I want to go to a vacation resort where that's all they serve is fucking cheeseburgers and margaritas. That's
Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
He was a billionaire when he died. Billionaire.
For real?
Yes. From all his Margaritaville shit, he was a billionaire.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't understand why you would pay money for that, but people do.
And yet Bob Seger.
But it adds a whole other layer to the song if you listen to it now. Because Margaritaville is a place that you actually could go.
You can buy a ticket there,
right? So this song now is about this guy that is basically that's his life.
He's actually going. He
goes to the mall and he goes to Margaritaville and he gets drunk.
I like pina coladas.
Not a good look, is it? Not something to celebrate now, is it?
Yeah, and he's doing a Save the Whales benefit here, which is cruise ships are going to fucking run over.
Nice. Save the whales for all of us. We all want to get fun. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
I mean, I couldn't look away. It's quite an outfit.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about this because no, my mother does not have white nipples or a white Corvette, but this is basically what my mom did for a lot of the 70s.
Oh.
So yeah, it's not a secret. Mick knows who Gino Finelli is. She was a huge fan, in giant quotes, of Gino Vanelli.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I can't say I blame her.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into that type, he's very much that type.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this was a thing. This was a status thing for some women at the time, to lay a DJ or a musician.
Yeah.
Much more so than it is now.
There was that one groupie that would take casts of the penises.
Yeah, Cynthia Plastercaster.
Yeah, and it just really seems like there is a direct connection, between being a rock and roll star and having a large penis. Like, it just seems like a lot of rock and roll stars do have large penises,
Allegedly. Armadillos in their trousers. Allegedly. It's about power. It's about fame. It's about, celebrity. So
Yeah.
this was a perfectly reasonable thing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I just hate his mustache so fucking much.
You hate it?
Get out.
Look how
I think it
stupid
looks
looks on him.
fantastic. He's got the whole triangle thing going on. It's amazingly well coiffed.
It got bigger in later years. It grew.
Amazingly well taken care of. I don't know. I don't actually know what that word means now that I've used it.
Coiffed?
Yeah.
Well, your coif is your hairdo.
I know. Okay, I got that. I realized it was wrong. Well, he just looks great is all I'm saying. I disagree with your discounting of his mustache. It's a good mustache.
Hey, Buck's in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to see you, buddy. On the Rumble side,
Hello.
where we were hijacking the broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you, my friend. Peter Graves' birthday.
You want to hear the worst
Howdy.
mustache I've ever seen?
What's that?
The worst mustache I ever saw.
Hitler.
No, worse. Worse.
Chaplin.
This guy, like, this is a real world sighting.
Mm-hmm.
He was working the bell at a professional wrestling event.
Uh-huh.
And he had a mustache kind of like Martin Mull's.
Uh-huh.
Except the more you looked at it, the more you realized it was literally his nose hair.
Oh
no!
His nose hair was long and groomed.
What about cold and flu season?
No.
Down. It was the weirdest. Once you realized what it was.
Oh no!
I'm struggling.
That's a fetish thing.
Mm-mm.
It was so bizarre, but you couldn't stop looking at it once you realized what it was.
Well, yeah.
Well, now we're not going to be able to stop thinking about it.
That's utterly horrific.
Yeah.
Like the Pringles guy.
I'm
Wow.
so glad that it was a time before we all had cameras on our phones, because I would have probably had a picture of it.
Yeah, I have to shave the bridge of my nose, and every once in a while I see a guy who's like, "No, I'm not doing that." And
Yeah,
boy, you got to shave your
you
nose.
got to do that. I mean, at least in the Western world, you got to do that. I used to have to do it. I don't anymore, but
oh, well, it's good to know that I could go nose bald.
I'll
look forward to that.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
No, that's not what I meant. I just in my older age, I have less body hair than I used to.
Yeah, that's pretty common.
Which is
It's
a
a
slim
thing.
reward. But
I'll take it though. You take it though.
yeah, I take it. Now the hair in my nose is like a fucking jungle. But outside it's manageable.
It's a newborn
And
baby.
here's where we find out the cowboy did not get the good rating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something.
Something. Yeah, the cowboy is going to get the axe because they have incredible ratings, except for the cowboy. And it seems like they've given the cowboy a pretty prime time spot, you know.
Well,
Like,
Marty Robbins not drawing them in like they used to.
yeah, yeah. Is he the one that does the Freebird thing where he's like, "Oh yeah, I love Freebird."
Freebird.
I can't. Someone calls in and they ask for Freebird, and like it's 1978, so I guess like the oversaturation. It's not been
It was
thing
still a
yet.
Oh, it's not a
novelty.
joke yet.
It's not a joke.
Well, let me. I will give you one little secret.
Yeah.
The live version of Freebird,
Uh huh.
if you hear that, the DJ had to go to the restroom.
Yes.
Mm.
Also,
Or there's those two Led Zeppelin songs they always play back to back.
Joe Walsh, Life's Been Good. That's 8.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, another good one.
Yeah. What is it? What's the Led Zeppelin? It's always back to back. It's Livin', Lovin', Made, and whatever comes
Stairway to
before
Heaven?
that. Before no,
No.
it's what comes before that. It's like the first two songs on an album, and DJ's always playing back to back. It's kind of like it's kind of like the
Put me on
same as we Will Rock You and We Are the Champions. You know how that's on the same album, and they always do that back to back too. They used to.
It's like that Metallica, the first Metallica album with bass solos and Whiplash. You have to play those together.
Yeah. There's probably a lot of examples, really, but I just always remembered. God, what song comes before "Livin', Lovin', Made"? I have to look it up now because it's gonna drive me nuts.
I would know it if I heard it. I'd be like, "Yes, you're right," but I can't remember.
Yeah, you put me on the spot, and I it is not coming to me.
Well, I'll figure it out.
And I'll feel stupid.
You're right, I will too.
This is a weird scene, and I like it, but it's uncomfortable because I have been having a heart-to-heart talk with someone with a loaded pistol on the table, and it's uncomfortable.
Heartbreaker.
Yes.
Yes. Heartbreaker and then
Heartbreaker and then Livin' Laid.
Yeah, good catch.
But yeah, that's a DJ going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
With a purple umbrella and a 50-cent hat.
Mm-hmm. Living, loving, she did the woman. There's no Led Zeppelin in this movie though, so they probably.
That's okay.
It is incredibly difficult to get a Led Zeppelin song in a movie.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I remember.
Rarely.
I remember the first
permission.
time they licensed it for a commercial. It was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was in the late 80s. It was a big deal.
Well, that's worse than a movie for a
When
commercial.
Jack Black pulled it off for School of Rock, it was huge. And I think it involved him literally getting on his knees and begging at one point.
Okay, so here we are. The conflict has finally arrived. This movie has already taken a break to go to a rock and roll show for a little while. And and you've already batted around a lot of the characters just kind of goofing and mugging. But eventually, yes, the conflict shows up in the form of a new sponsor for the #1 radio station
Yeah,
in
the Marines have
Los
landed.
Angeles.
Yeah.
And this recruiter clearly coming back from Vietnam with a pretty healthy marijuana habit. He
Oh,
smokes that whole joint himself. Like he keeps offering it around, and everyone's like, "No, we don't want it."
yeah, he
And
does smoke it by himself.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, his brother plays a cop who smokes weed in a different movie.
that's right. That's right. They're
Birds of
they're
a feather.
yeah, they're kind of like both doing the same thing, you know.
Oh,
Like
God.
that's who it reminded me of. So yeah, excellent.
We
Just
figured out who this guy was last night, Babs. Help me out. I forget the blonde army guy is
James
also
James Keach. Oh,
Uh,
also
but like he has a couple of famous roles, and see if I can look it up. I don't know if Babs is listening.
yeah.
I'm no good without my research department.
Babs. Babs. Are you
He's the cop
listening?
in Vacation. He's the
Yep.
cop that pulls
There
him
he goes.
over.
He's the
with the
trooper, pulls him
dog.
over. Yeah. Yeah, it is Stacy Keach's brother. I mean, you could
He's
really
in the
see
Long
the
Riders. He
resemblance.
plays Jesse
Yeah.
James.
The
Oh,
Razor's Edge.
Edge.
That's where I know him from. He's
There she
Bill
goes.
Murray's brother in the Razor's Edge. That was the one.
But
That
wasn't it? I never saw the Razor's Edge, but isn't it like a flop? Like it's not. It's not a good movie.
it was a flop. It is worth a watch.
Okay.
I'm
Oh yeah, it
also
didn't make any money, but it was a excellent.
I'm also a fan of the original from the 40s, I want to say. They're very different movies, but it's a good story.
Mhm.
And if you want to see Bill Murray being straight actor, you should definitely give it a watch. It's better than 7 Years in Tibet. How about that?
Well, that's a bar.
You know what show you're on, right? So the curly-haired lady sort of comes into this movie abruptly. I don't know if she had seen that.
Yeah, she just
kinda
kind of
shows up.
drops in.
Yeah.
That was also weird to me.
I think this movie has a good runtime for what it's doing.
They needed to replace Cowboy, and she's his ex.
Oh, she's his ex?
She's his ex.
I didn't catch
I don't
that.
think I didn't catch that either.
Wow.
I got that she was the love interest, but I didn't catch that she was an ex.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, she's the ex that he wishes.
Oh, you know, once they get a
The
taste
one
of
that got
Mongo,
away.
it's hard to keep them down on the farm.
He was already a problematic hero. I mean, they didn't need to
Paul
have him
Atreides.
throw out. Yeah, they didn't have to have him throw out his, his friend
was
so he
cool.
could hire his ex.
Well, it
I like
wasn't
seeing
quite
old
like
LA.
that.
And then hit on her.
The original Tower Records.
Yep.
Look at this guy.
Yeah. So
Yes.
It looks like he was
Oh,
in
Lord.
Meatballs as a counselor. I don't know.
So you think
Are you
all
ready
that,
for the summer?
there's really not that much information about this movie available out there. Do you think that's all a soundstage, all the DJ stuff? Like,
I do.
yeah.
I for 100% for sure the front offices are because they trashed them later.
Right. Oh yeah, that's true.
But I do believe either they took an existing office building and redecorated it, or they built it from scratch. It's too convenient with the filming angles and stuff. Just my 2 cents there, but I believe
No,
that's
no.
all. Folks.
There's no way you could actually shoot a movie in a
Mhm.
real DJ booth.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah, no,
okay,
it
that
would have
makes
to be a
sense.
vacant office or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're too small. Even in scale here, just for the film's sake, that booth is way too big.
Mhm.
Way
Mhm.
too big.
Look how cool she is.
She's amazing, and this is a great scene.
Uh-huh.
The whole reason why her character is going back and forth from like, wanting to quit being a DJ or not is because she's like, I'm sure I'd be awesome at something else. And it's like, yeah, you would, you know,
Yeah.
you're already an awesome DJ though. Are you sure you want to end that,
I made that mistake once, Eileen. Don't do it.
Oh,
Oh,
But
yeah,
I totally understand how you could burn out.
of course.
yes.
Having to
course.
be
Yeah.
on all the time.
Showbiz.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
And
that's why they pay talk show hosts so much, you know?
Yeah, it's a
That's
shitty gig. It looks
extremely
easy,
difficult job,
but it's not an easy job.
No.
Being on camera is the least of your week.
Yeah. And like you can't really have a bad night, let alone a slump.
Right.
You'll just lose your job,
Yeah, you can't have an off night. There's a reason showbiz makes people crazy.
That's probably what it was like for DJs too. I mean, that axe probably hung
Yep.
over your head, when you were like, you're not hitting all your spots.
Well,
If you're not, or like, I feel like I grew up in the time of like the morning zoo, that sort of DJ situation
well, I was just gonna
where there's
say,
like a gaggle of folks having a party in there.
the first thing I noticed about DJs was that they put on a voice. That's
Yeah,
not how they talk.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
doing a job, and that the voice is suddenly 2 octaves lower, Q sky, So they're working.
Yeah,
If you're digging ditches, it doesn't seem like work, but it's not easy.
You got the Jethro bot tonight from midnight to 5 a.m.
I totally have my phone voice because I have to talk to customers all the time at work.
Oh yeah,
same thing.
yeah. I mean,
it has
that-
taken
my-
me years to ditch my teacher voice.
Mm.
my first like real jobs were telephone work,
Mm-hmm.
and I do want to just share with you real quick because this story has always amused me. I worked at a research place where we did phone interviews. We call people up and try and get them to just answer the questions. And at one point, we had this guy come in who was just there to give us a pep talk and help us with what to say. And he had a very like, "Hello, my name is Mark Heater," and his name was Mark Heater, and he was like, "Hi, I'm Mark Heater," and he's giving us this like kind of pep talk lecture, and he's reminding us to tell people right off the bat that we're not selling them anything and that we're not a telemarketer. But he says like, "Hello, thank you, hello, this is such and such, and my name is Marketer. I assure you, I'm not a telemarketer." And we could never stop saying, "This is Marketer. I am not a telemarketer." We could never stop saying it. I still saying it.
You are. You're still
I'm saying it right now. And I assure you, I'm not a telemarketer. But you are a telemarketer. You are a telemarketer. You're Marketer on the telephone. You've
But you
called me.
are a
You've called me
telemarketer.
You've called me just to lie.
But why not just say, I'm not a telemarketer?
Oh,
Just that
I
it doesn't
mean, this
rhyme.
I really enjoy this story, and I'm glad that you told it, Jethro Bot.
Or you could just say your name is David. I don't know. You're on
Yeah.
the phone.
Yes,
Don't
there's
Directions. Like,
so many solutions here.
I'm trying to solve problems and save lives. That's all I'm trying to do here.
So here's a question for you. What do you
Mhm.
think would really happen? What would the fallout be
Oh,
if you did what they do in this movie?
yeah, this part is a little muddy. Actually, the FCC would be so far up your ass
Mhm. Yeah.
about this. It is a little muddy. It gets kind of glossed over that they just stole the signal.
And and they also they admit that this is going to destroy their careers as DJs. They all they do kind of acknowledge that when they decide to do this, but it does seem like a terrible
No.
plan.
This
Oh
is all.
no. That's later, dude.
That's
Oh,
later
okay.
when they riot.
That's later, dude.
Oh, gotcha.
This is when they
gotcha.
hijack the Linda Ronstadt concert.
Oh, that's right.
From the other
That's right.
radio
Yeah.
station.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
And no, you can't do this. I want to shout
no.
out to that guitar player there with the glasses and the
Mhm.
poodle cut. He's super famous, and I can't remember his name, but he's been in a bunch of movie bands and real bands. I can't
Oh,
remember
you're
his
talking
name.
about Waddy? Right
That
there?
guy, right
Yeah,
there.
that's Waddy Wattel.
Thank you.
Mhm. I think he's
Who-
mentioned in the. I think he's mentioned in the closing credits.
He has the distinction when she covers the Warren Zevon song later in the show, he actually played on the album
Oh, cool.
of the original.
Very
Because
cool.
he was in Warren Zevon's.
Yeah,
first
he's like a super famous invisible musician. You don't hear a lot about him, but he's on everything and in everything.
Yes.
One of those.
What are those guys? Maybe blow that guy.
He was a late 70s version of the Wrecking Crew
Right.
from the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Boy, does this make me want to see Linda Ronstadt.
Oh, what a tragic story. Poor Linda.
Yeah.
I have so much respect for her getting out of pop music and getting into the older jazz sort of classic style.
Mhm.
And then Jesus Christ, who was she dating? Pete Wilson for a while, and then unfortunately has Parkinson's now.
Yeah.
Damn.
But what a lovely woman and super talented.
Mhm. Yeah, this is a fantastic rendition of Tumbling Dice,
Yep.
which is already like one of my favorite Stone songs, like anyway.
Well, she recorded this, I think. This was
Oh,
one
yeah.
of her, yeah.
Her early career was primarily cover songs. That was
Nothing
I mean,
wrong with
what she did.
every thrift store I've ever been to is just littered with her records.
Oh yeah?
But she
Oh my
did
God.
them so well
Yep.
that they were oftentimes better than the original.
Hmm.
I mean, fucking Elvis was just doing cover songs. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Ain't that the truth?
It used to be a lot more prevalent. Yeah.
Oh, Barbara's correcting me. Yeah, Jerry Brown. Sorry. Yeah, she was engaged to Jerry fucking Brown. I don't know how that happens.
Wow.
Linda Ronstadt's first backing band, I believe, was the Eagles, by the way.
Whoa.
Before they were the Eagles.
Right.
Wow.
That's wild.
That is
Before-
crazy.
Before they were douchebags.
Well, they may have still been douchebags.
Yeah.
They were poor douchebags. It's
I get
different.
the feeling, there's probably a heads up before they became mega rich, like, oh, these guys are dicks.
You know, when we get money, I'm not going to ride in the same bus with you.
Mhm. Popular film icons are going to hate us.
And unpopular YouTube channels are going to talk shit about them for years. What do I know?
Well, when it comes to who we talk shit about, they're in good company there. But they don't deserve to be. They suck.
I have
Let's
personal.
also remember the dude does not approve of the Eagles either.
No,
I
no.
have
that's what I'm
personal
saying.
experience with the Eagles. This isn't just hearsay. They're
Mhm.
douchebags.
Okay. I'm not even a
Well,
little
except for Joe
surprised.
Walsh.
I like his music. That's all I can say. Joe didn't give me any grief.
Yeah, this is the Warren Zevon cover,
Mm-hmm.
and it's better than Warren.
Well, Warren Zevon also doesn't get enough play.
Oh, he doesn't, not nearly.
Yeah, no one really remembers who he is. He should have been bigger. Him and Boss Skaggs both.
Well, Boz Skaggs kept getting confused for Steely Dan, though. That's what killed him.
Warren Zevon had to kick heroin. He
Oh,
had a tough time with it.
that'll slow you down.
Yeah.
Ooh. No,
That'll
thank you.
slow you down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's a rough ride.
So and yeah, and actually like later in his life when he was diagnosed with terminal cancer, he started doing heroin again.
Yeah, why not? I would. Fuck it. Is it gonna hurt my cancer?
No, yeah, I know. Like, yeah.
Somebody tells
Maybe
me I'll
that-
feel a lot better after I shoot some.
Don't
of
got to
this.
worry about addiction now.
Yeah.
As long as you got some money in the bank, you're good.
Gonna get your doctor to flip his shit. He's like, I've never seen this before.
And here at Total Recall, we are not medical professionals, so please don't take this advice.
No. You're not watching replacement for the film, and we are not giving you medical advice.
Oh, I think we're getting a raid over on Rumble.
Swoohoo!
What?
Heyo.
Welcome, Rumbler.
Oh, it's Tom K.
Woo-hoo.
Good
Hello.
to see you, my friend.
Howdy.
Tom has a great
Howdy.
locomotive and model train channel that we appreciate.
Oh, awesome.
Oh.
Thank you for showing up and spreading some love, Tom. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I've actually I've got I've been building a shelf that is 360 degrees around my room so I can put a train on it because I've always wanted a train that goes around my room.
Yeah,
Just like
fast forward, it's
uh,
just cats.
Just like Pee Wee Herman.
It's just lazy cats.
Yeah. Thank God the cats can't get up there. I have stuff I really care about up there.
When I was in Austin, I always wanted to put a tunnel from the outside through the living room back to the outside for squirrels.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Very specific.
That would be so fun.
Yeah. I mean, I've known people who've like been able to like hang out with and handle squirrels, you know. I've always been a fan of squirrels. Like I like squirrels a lot, so
I have gotten squirrels to crawl up on my knee and eat French fries out of my hand.
Wow.
Hey.
I'm a little intimidated by them because I know their biting strength.
Oh yeah, they will mess you up.
They're little conniving guys.
I have been bit by a rat before. That shit hurt.
Yeah, I used to raise rats. They will bite hard.
That sounds like blood.
That was a very painful bite. I'd rather get bit by a chihuahua.
Oh. That's gnarly, man.
Yeah, rodent teeth aren't messing around.
Let's talk about our bite scale here. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so where are we at with DJ Swan's storyline here? Because he's trying to get a job,
a game show. He wants a game show.
Trying to get a game show, and like this. I really thought that he was like the Johnny Fever inspiration. You know, I was so surprised to learn that these two things were too close to have inspired one another. It's just weird. But yeah, he wanted a game show, and he thinks he's going to get it, right? He hasn't not gotten it yet.
No, he does not yet know that his audition was
Mhm.
not nearly as successful as he thought it
Yep.
was.
Yeah, right now he's stepping on the angels. He can't. He's floating on.
Actually,
on
he's finding out
cloud.
right now.
He'll never
Yeah.
give me a drop of business.
Yeah, he wanted to do the introduction for Linda Ronstadt and got kind of shit canned there. And
Yeah.
then his audition for the game show went poorly.
hmm And he's pretty egotistical.
Hard to believe.
That's crazy.
Dude, I did not know that like Fernwood Tonight was essentially the genesis of Martin Mull in the American, vernacular. Like I didn't realize that was really
That was his
big thing,
Yeah,
and that
no,
there's
this is coming out.
over 60 episodes of it. That's wild.
Well, you were with us when we were watching The History of White People
Yeah, that's great. That was
a
great.
couple of years ago. Yeah, that's all Fernwood stuff.
Oh, that was on Fernwood Tonight?
No, but it's that era. It's
Uh-huh.
like made for early cable stuff that he made for Showtime or somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Fernwood Tonight and then USA Tonight. And they're not well remembered, but Martin Mull is fucking hilarious, people.
Yeah.
So, have any of you seen the show that Fernwood Tonight was a spinoff of?
It's Fernwood
Mar-
Tonight is like a parody of some manner of local.
But it was a spinoff of Mary Hartman.
No way.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Which-
it is set in the same fictional universe as Mary Hartman.
That's
I will admit, when I was a kid, I didn't understand Mary Hartman. I didn't realize it was a parody. So it was incredibly boring to me as a child.
Have you gone back and watched it again?
No, but I would.
Because it's kind of fascinating.
I rewatched Soap.
How is Soap? I was just wondering about
It
that.
doesn't hold up.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't hold up because it's based on shock value.
Fuck you, Soap.
Yeah.
Mary Hartman, the last time I watched it, really held up.
Really?
Ah.
Cool. I would give that a rewatch. Soap
There's
was like edgy broadcast TV.
Right.
It's got a
First time
very surreal vibe going because Louise Lasseter is out of her mind on coke the whole time, but doesn't look like she's out of her mind on coke. She looks like she's on heroin.
She's very stoic. Yeah.
No, just confused. She has just this look of confusion all the time.
So do I.
It's kind of fascinating.
I will check that out actually because I have a real memory of not liking that show as a second grader because I didn't get it.
Yeah, you absolutely wouldn't. I didn't get it as a youngster. It was weird, and I didn't understand why.
Well, if anyone's watching the movie along with us, Eric Swan is having a breakdown.
Live on the
Sure
air.
is. Live on the air, yes.
Live on the air. And he's barricading himself in the booth, which is futile because they can just kill him from a switch outside the booth. But he's having a little meltdown, feeling a little lonely.
And, Eric Swan talks a lot about love. So now
It's all about love.
He's talking about love in a very desperate way.
Well, he's having an ego crash because all of his plans have fallen apart. It's not enough to get white nipples delivered to you at work. It's he didn't get the game show.
That doesn't solve all your problems.
Well, not for long, but
yeah.
Well, and his girlfriend dumped him.
Yes.
so that she could go get a gig. She got on TV or something.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yes. Yes, that's right. And take her nipples with her, I guess.
But he was shitty to her, so that's, he kind of deserves that.
Oh, he totally deserves all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's a pig.
Yeah.
Egomaniac, but he's charming. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
Nice frame. Her face right there. Buy her fresh Fifla. Oh, he's heard it all before from Alex Garris. Yeah, so the call letters are Tooth Guy, so they can't be confused with any real radio station. And the station frequency is 711 FM, which is not a thing.
Yeah.
And if you remember
But
radio,
it's just like, 555. The phone number is always 555 because there's never going to be a phone number that has that. So
there are now.
Oh, really?
They finally had to release that prefix because of all the phone usage.
Oh my God.
I hate it here.
What does that mean?
It means you could dial up any made-up phone number from a movie and bother someone.
Yeah. Think of how horrible that must be.
86753.
8675309.
Does this
If you
sound
call
like
that number-
Dabney Coleman?
It's actually a cancer resources hotline.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
it depends on
Which
which
is nice.
area code you put in front of it.
Oh, I suppose that's true. Or maybe you can just use it any area.
Maybe
code.
it's
I don't know. The
universal.
article I read didn't address that.
Maybe it's like 911.
Yeah, wherever you are, Jenny's there too.
Jenny, who can I turn to?
What a stupid thing to sing about.
Wow.
What is happening?
He's having an ego
Okay,
meltdown.
he sucks his thumb, which I think is very funny. It's one of the good laughs in the movie. This movie is it's pretty dry, I didn't feel like there were a lot of landed jokes throughout most of the film. And but when he sucks his thumb, that's funny.
Yeah.
I am a big fan of this scene, the way that this was directed and edited.
Yeah.
No dialogue, just music
Yeah.
and just pantomime, acting, and everything comes across. It's really well executed.
The set is just so yummy to look at. I just want to go hang out in that room. Okay, chest.
But I can't remember the last time I watched a contemporary movie that took this tiny little risk and did a scene without dialogue of, a whole arc in that little scene, a whole little emotional doo-wop there. Everything is so awful now. It's our curse, Buck.
I think her hair looks great too, man. I
Dude,
really
she's
like
just-
her whole thing.
Yep.
Her whole vibe. Look at that
Yeah.
shawl.
Would do it. Yeah. Helene Brennan's awesome. Also, one of those actors that seems to have been born 40,
Hmm.
but she still looks like $1 million.
Mother.
In everything she does.
Yeah.
Mother. Her name's not Mother for nothing.
Get your mother for nothing and your... I don't know where that was going.
I liked it.
Well,
Valiant
thanks.
effort.
I want to point out the Freemason's chair there.
Hmm.
A weird
Cool.
item. A really nice little set dressing.
I
But,
would never would have caught up on that, but like,
No,
what?
either.
Why is he Freemason? Like, what? Huh?
Well, it
No,
feels
nobody
like
said
this
he is. It's the
something
kind
they...
of thing you can pick up at a
You-
thrift store.
Yeah, junk sailed. Like a
Oh,
Freemason's cult closed down, and
yeah.
but they put some other pictures in the frame there.
Oh, I see. He has disrespected the chair, so yeah, it must have been a some sort of like thrift store find.
These music people have no respect.
No, don't joke about the Masons.
Not out loud.
They'll hear you.
You know how the devil is with his rock and roll.
Hmm.
I wish we could share the soundtrack with everyone watching, because man,
Yeah.
it was
It's
banging.
Excellent.
Lido. Oh,
Yes.
one more time.
Although oddly enough, most of
What
the
we s-
music you hear in this movie is represented by the same guy.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
that makes it easy,
Oh,
I
Steely
guess.
Dan?
You mean the agent?
Yeah. No, record company. Record
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
Steely Dan is a band name, not a person.
The
No,
Steely Dan is a
I-
vibrator.
Oh my god. I'm not that.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
but no, one of the executive producers just happens to be a record company executive.
That's handy.
Nice.
Well, I mean, it definitely affected the picks that they had. That's why there's no Beatles, Zeppelin, Stones. I think these are all American artists, right?
Yeah, it was all bands he would get a kickback from
Yeah.
licensing to his own movie.
Hmm.
Nice.
Good idea.
It's a clever little business move. Buck, I disagree, but oftentimes the devil's been known to play a mean guitar.
Hmm.
Let's ask Robert Johnson.
Nothing is designed to look cool anymore.
Or Tenacious D.
There he is.
Tom
Yeah.
Petty.
Look at
Speaking
that
of
hair.
weirdos,
I guess people just like, sleek and more obscure looks cool to them. I think knobs and switches looks cool, but
I love
we-
knobs.
we
and
don't get that
buttons.
choice, though.
Yeah.
The people that make this stuff are just making it as cheaply as possible.
I want a cookie
uh,
button.
how is
Design,
it?
design used to be more than minimalism.
Yeah.
Somebody tried to sell us on the Apple thing that minimalism was great design. It's not
Mhm.
great design.
I want a
It's
cookie
minimalism.
button.
It's
Yeah.
cheap.
Like,
know,
I'm actually
yeah.
kind of shocked that keyboards are still very clicky button.
Yeah, well, they
Mhm.
musicians love retro shit and actual, old
Dumb.
stuff that they've refurbished and whatnot. And yeah, they love like little clicky switches and knobs and whatnot.
Oh, a knob.
You could get computer keyboards now that are made like old time typewriters
Ooh, like
Mm.
Yeah, those have been around for a while.
with
The
mechanical
steampunk
keys.
thing brought those back in.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, go for it. Do it.
Hmm.
I didn't have the $5 for this keyboard. I'm sorry.
I'm I have an ergonomic keyboard.
Yeah. So now we're bringing in the boss of the big boss.
The
He's
boss of the
coming
boss.
in here. Yeah, the boss of the boss. And he's coming in here and he's telling him, you are going to take those fucking army spots. And we can work something out if you want. But what we're going to work out is you are going to take those army spots, you know?
And he's saying, get bent.
Dugan's not having it. Get fucked.
Dugan's
Kick
dug
rocks,
in.
bitches. I don't care what Tom Petty's here.
Well, this is back when Tom Petty talked to other human beings.
Well,
This was way back then. Bit of a recluse, Tom.
kick rocks is that's a good thing to say to, you know, like I forget about that one, but that's a good one. Kick rocks.
Kick rocks. And
Man.
know, speaking of somebody that has a good radio voice, Mr.
Yeah.
Petty.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Mr. Petty.
R.I.P.
And Cleavon Little here.
Shirtless.
Yes.
This movie could have used more Cleavon Little.
Yeah. Have y'all seen
Yeah.
Vanishing Point?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
but it's been a
character-
long time.
It was a good
Underutilized character.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's pre-Warriors where they used a DJ as the narrator.
Pre-Warriors?
Female DJ.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Vanishing Point was 74, I think.
hmm Yeah.
And you only see her lips.
Right. And they are lips.
Yes, they are.
You know that wasn't planned. Like Walter Hill just wanted you know, secondary shots. And I'm not even sure if he's the guy who filmed those or if that was second unit or something, but he just
Might have been
You
pickup
know,
stuff.
he just wanted you know, he wanted like close-ups of her lips, and then like, you know, of course in the editing room where so much happens, he's looking at that shit and he's like, that's all I want.
It was the right call because it ties that shit together.
Yeah.
I love that they went and got sandwich stuff. I love this so much.
hmm
It's such a great detail. Like we got
Mhm.
chips and pretzels and sandwiches.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
full up here in the office.
We're
I
gonna
love
be
it.
ready.
But notice
Yeah.
who did it. It was the ladies.
Mother.
The ladies
Mother.
get shit done.
hmm
That's
Mhm.
right.
They planned.
They know how to.
You could trust Miss Peacock.
Yeah, they know how to do this shit.
Everything just looks so stylish. Can't anything look
Mhm.
cool anymore?
Yeah, the Doors have always impressed me because they're. I mean, this exterior is a backlight. This is Universal's
Right. Yeah.
backlight, but they did a really nice job on these Art Deco doors.
They're believable. I mean, I've been to
Yeah.
Los Angeles. I've seen such things.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, they get torn apart.
That's right.
She
was
was
in
in
Clue.
Clue.
She was.
And
You were,
she's
yeah,
still,
that's what you're looking at Colonel Mustard and Mrs.
Eileen.
Peacock. Yeah.
still looking like $1 million.
Mhm.
Mrs. Peacock.
Oh my God, yeah. Like, I haven't seen Clue since I was a kid. Like, I can tell you that.
We
that,
could
you know.
watch it. We could watch it.
Oh, that's
I
crazy. I
mean-
screened Clue when I still worked at the video store like last year.
Oh.
Oh, really?
We watch Clue
Yeah.
like almost every year.
Yeah.
Why didn't I go?
It
It
was a
has been
Lazarus
far too
showing.
long since I've seen Clue.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Who
Well,
is-
that's
I
the
already
thing.
know how I feel about it.
who is choosing next?
Well, Gravy was on the he is next on the rotation, but
Mhm.
He's fired.
if he doesn't show up in the chat, Jethro Bot, it is you.
All right.
You are next.
Okay.
Yay.
Not
Look, I have a
again.
friend that makes
I'm
custom
ready.
lava lamps.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Custom lava lamps?
Custom lava lamps.
They're not hard to
Hell
make.
yeah. How
I
do you
want a
make a lava
custom
lamp?
lava lamp.
It's just oil and wax.
I'll hook
Oh,
you up.
okay. Duh.
I'll hook you up because he works in Austin. He lives out in Willow City, but
Mm. Yeah, that's awesome.
Lava lamps are cool. I
I've
have
always
one, but
been a
it's like
fan.
a crappy, like plastic base.
Well, they always wear out, and like, yeah, they get tired eventually.
They do
I
get
won
tired.
it at an arcade.
yeah, but that's the thing. You'll know a guy that can refurbish it for you when that happens.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
The lava lamp guy.
Yeah. My grandma had a lava lamp, like it was like so I fell in
Local
love with them. Yeah, I
Back
fell in
then,
love
they
with
were
them at a
real
very
lava.
young age. Yeah.
local lava lamp lad. Happy
So
St. Patrick's Day.
All
this
right, so
this
here
film
we
is
finally have like this thing has come to a head where people are gathering around the radio station to cheer them on. They've
see, I have
taken it
not
hostage.
seen the Universal backlot from this
Mhm.
angle before, shot this way.
Yeah.
I really, it took me a while to figure out, without doing any research, that this was the Universal lot. But
Oh.
Babs finally looked it up. It looks really different somehow. And I
So
think
that
it's the
that
angles.
awning they're going up and down, that's in some other film then, right? Like that's just
No. I mean, they
Oh.
they rebuild backlots all the time. That's
Yeah.
they redress them and rebuild stuff on them. So obviously they had to build the entrance way that they're going to smash
Mhm.
through, and then they had to have that hard awning that they're
Mhm.
going to stand up on. So that was all built, but it's the angles that it's filmed from. It's the
Mhm.
other side of the street that was really confusing to me.
Mm.
It's barely dressed, but like this is definitely one of the regular facades that they had, just completely redone. There, you can see it in the wide shot
Yeah.
there. The shops and stuff across the street look weird to me, and then this big central area where everyone's gathering, you normally don't see backlot streets filmed this way.
Mm.
I'm thinking they took like a corner, one end of the street,
Mhm.
and maybe built out one of the buildings. I'm not sure. But I love this. It's charming. I love a fucking
Mm.
underdog movie. I love throwing trash in cop cars.
Hell yeah.
All of this is just my kind of food. And there's Dolores.
That's what I heard too, Buck. Hard awning.
Hard.
And
Well,
then he goes, the set is barely dressed. I'm like, my goodness.
Yeah. The set is barely dressed and there's hard awning.
There's
anyone who
hard
knows
awning.
me knows
I told you there was coke on the set.
that.
There's a
White
lot of hard
nipples.
awning. White nipples.
Some
Oh,
macrame.
Mhm.
missed opportunity, Jess.
Charge it to Albert Driscoll.
I don't know
still taking the phone calls.
if anyone's brave enough to Google it, let me know.
I don't know what to.
Not from home.
I
Next
mean,
time I go to the library.
I'm curious. I'm not going to do it, but
It just came up with a lot of stuff about lactating,
okay.
but not like in a sexy way. Like
No,
women who lactate get a white chalky buildup on their nipples.
Oh yeah, it's really painful apparently.
So nobody wants that.
Well,
No.
I hope that's not what they were referencing then, because that's
I don't think so. That's not
doesn't
the
seem
vibe I
like
was
it.
getting.
That's not the vibe I was getting either.
I'm not sure it means anything.
No,
I
it's
think
just weird. It's
they
just
drop
someone's
things like
weird
that in
gonna
the
be
shows every
thinking
once
about
in a
it, man.
while.
just someone's weird notion to put in a movie. Like why not? Put white nipples in there.
There's a line in Frisky Dingo that I haven't seen this many ants since Cincy in '89. And I have,
Ants?
yes, I haven't seen this many ants since Cincy in
Cincy?
'89.
Weird.
Like
As in
Cincinnati?
Cincinnati, yes.
Yeah, which
And
is
I have looked
nonsense, right?
and
It's
looked and
totally
looked
not. Yeah,
and
It's got to be a
researched,
Skyline Chili thing.
and I can't find a single reference to it.
Skyline chili. That's the
Ugh.
answer for
It's
everything.
Skyline time.
Yep.
No.
Feeling good.
Maybe.
It's Skyline time.
No, it's not.
No, I know it's Cincinnati, Buck,
Yeah.
but there's nothing related to ants in Cincinnati in that year or any year.
It was
Great Plague of
Cincinnati.
63.
And I have
Yeah.
talked to people from Cincinnati and I have said, does this mean anything to you? And they all look at me like I'm an idiot.
Just trying to save lives here.
So can you tell me?
No one can
Well,
tell
you can't spell Cincinnati without ants. A-N-T, all those letters are in there.
Yeah,
I
they're
will
there.
tell you. I will tell you. If you ever are having a day when you're feeling a little down on your surroundings, like you're like, man, my city's dumb, or my city has made a dumb decision. Like I don't like that piece of public art, or whatever. Like something
All the
your
time.
your city government has done, you just don't care for. What I want you to do is I want you
Logos.
to look up videos of the time that Cleveland set off a bunch of balloons all at once.
Okay,
Oh, God,
immediately.
yeah.
You'll never feel bad about your city again after you see Cleveland
Cleveland.
let off a
Cleveland
bunch
has
of
that
fucking
effect
balloons
on
all at
people
once.
anyways. But
There's several videos of it.
they fucked up.
They fucked up.
Yeah, that was a
They swore turkeys
Oh.
could fly. See, there's that relevance. You didn't know I was going there, but I.
For the love of God, I thought that turkeys could fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there go the doors. So sad.
Yep. They pull the doors down, but the owner of everything, the owner of the boss,
Corporate cowboy.
that is doing
The
all
final
the
boss.
corporate cowboy, the final boss, the final boss.
I like their Walgreens flashlights that they've equipped the police with.
Mm-hmm. You're like you hit a hippie with that once, it's gonna fall to pieces.
Right.
If they couldn't
Never
afford mag lights.
The mistake on the lake, I've heard that many times. Yes.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, like I'm telling you, man, it's a thing to see. They made children do it. Personalities on TV took part in it.
By the way,
Um,
one of my rituals is to watch the WKRP Thanksgiving episode every
Mhm.
Thanksgiving.
We watched the real life one on B-sides, and I was scarred. There's some place down south where they actually do a live turkey drop, and yeah, they hit the ground like sacks of flour.
That's nasty.
It's
It is awful.
cruel.
Absolutely awful.
Nobody wants that.
Well, it's not just an American thing, In Italy, they still have these horses run this like track that is this town with like cobblestone streets and
Ugh.
steep walls and stuff, and it's like terrible for the horses, but they still fucking do it every year.
Tradition.
Can we get
Yay.
back to the movie?
Yeah.
This
So
digression is making me sad.
good guys are winning in movie. Good guys win movie.
Well,
but yeah,
it flips really suddenly.
I do.
It feels like there's a little bit of something missing here in the edit.
It becomes very pat, very quick. But I do want to point out that, like, last episode we watched A Knight's Tale, and at the end of A Knight's Tale, it just takes a good guy who's richer and more powerful than everyone else involved in
save
the
the day.
conflict to come in, to swoop in and save the day. And that is exactly what happens in this movie, which also has We Are the We Will Rock
We Will
You
Rock
by
You.
Queen in it. So like, wow, how did this happen? It's amazing. I'm amazed. I am trying to relay my amazement. I'm not sure if I pulled it off.
Baby, I'm amazed at the way you Google.
Mhm.
Yeah, this flips a little too neatly,
Mhm.
but I just love a great underdog story. I love a pirate radio station. I love all the elements
Mm.
here.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and I'll just say in 2026, a pat ending, a nice, neat, all tied up Hollywood
Mhm.
ending, like we can give ourselves that.
Yeah.
yeah, you can
And,
have that every
the
once in a
the
while,
world
you know?
is
Yeah.
full of trash.
If you go back to the 70s, you can
Have a
have it.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can allow ourselves that we can have a pat ending as a treat
And a freeze frame.
and a
Look at
freeze
that.
frame where everyone's happy. And look,
God, I
Look-
love
Yeah,
a freeze frame
yeah.
ending.
yeah, there's Martin Mull. He has truly won. Martin Mull has won
He's
the
better.
movie. He won the movie.
So last night we looked up our man Dugan.
Mhm.
Someone wants to give him a Google. He looks like a completely different human being without the beard and hair.
Yes, he
Wow.
does. Yes,
And
he does.
he did voice work for decades.
Oh, he's a voice actor.
He is now. Which was interesting because it just popped in my head. Where did that guy go? Yeah, he's been behind the booth.
Well, that's how he got this job.
However,
He has
you
a good
might be
voice.
curious to know before he did this, he was in a Dario Argento movie.
Really?
yeah.
Oh,
Which
poor
one?
thing.
He was in Four Flies on Grey Velvet.
Oh.
Oh.
And that's
And
really
that's
the
all
only
you
one
had
of
to
these that
say.
I am familiar with.
That's awesome. No, it's awesome.
Yeah, so there's a couple logic leaps, but I think this is a fun, wholesome
Mhm.
story. I've always enjoyed this movie. I've enjoyed rewatching it over the past few years. I showed it to Babs for her first time watching it.
Mhm.
She likes it.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
just a
so
lot
yeah.
of really cool character work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just
It's
a movie. It's
it's not a
Mhm.
joke a minute,
right. It's
but
not a
that's
snark
okay.
fest. It doesn't hate you. It just wants to entertain you.
Was there
It's a
an
good
after?
time.
Was there an after the credits thing on this?
No.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think I stayed that long. Yeah. Yeah.
A
I
lot
always
of really cool music.
Great soundtrack.
Excellent music. Yeah. Super chill.
Mhm.
Yeah, actually, very short end credits. They're very concise.
Oh no,
Yeah,
there
see?
was.
Oh,
There was a
the
little
Prince.
thing at the end with Cleavon Little.
Yeah.
How did I
Oh
miss-
yeah, that's right. They redo this like whole.
It just like starts over.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah, it just kind of starts over at the end, which
This is not
I'm
in the
gonna-
original movie.
no, this was not in the original movie. I think this was a
Oh.
DVD thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
which
It
is
had a
fine.
restoration.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. No
At the-
static at all, folks. Thank
No
you for
static.
joining us on Rumble and YouTube.
Oh yeah. Then it's
Which,
the
by the way,
trailer,
for
yeah.
those of you who may have been younger, the whole no static at all thing was a big deal at the time. FM
Uh-huh.
radio was still relatively new.
Yes.
Oh.
That was the
AM
selling
radio
point of FM.
had a whole lot of static on it. It was really hard to
Yeah.
dial in the channel.
Gotcha.
It was
And it
very
would
prone
drift.
to losing signal. Yeah,
Yeah.
drifting signals.
AM would drift a lot worse.
Well,
Very
yeah.
very prone to atmospheric conditions.
Hmm.
I've always liked using the terminology of static as being like an emotional reaction, sort of, in that sort of way, kind of like the way that they're saying it. I don't know. I
In
don't
the
know what else
song,
to
that's what's great about it is
yeah.
it works two different ways.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
it's a definite play on words.
Hmm.
But I think it's
Dra-
also fun
drama.
if you understand, because I think a lot of people may have missed and just got the one use of it.
Hmm. Well, the nice thing about AM is anyone can be on it.
What's that?
That's a bong.
That was
That was my
Oh.
bog.
That's a bong. It's a bong.
Yeah, nerd.
I can't.
Oh,
When I
there's a
first met you.
novelization of
It's
this.
a novelization. All right, that's good.
Now I've got a grail to hunt for.
It's not
Read the
Midnight
book.
Madness.
All the thrills, none of the music.
Yeah. All right. Well, Wizard, you picked this movie. You had not seen it since you saw it in the, you know, for you had not seen it for a long time. Was it
It's been a
since you
long
saw?
time.
Yeah, it's been a
No,
long
I think
time.
I saw it once or twice,
Yeah, yeah, but it'd been a long
maybe on
time.
like an
Yeah,
HBO thing.
yeah.
But
So,
it had been forever.
so in your mind now, how is it holding up? Like, is it
Oh,
still recommend?
amazing,
Oh,
amazing.
gotcha.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Definitely had the why haven't I done this sooner was my
Mhm.
response. Uh,
Gotcha.
is it the best movie I ever saw? No,
Mhm.
absolutely not. And that's okay.
I think you would have said so if it was
Yeah, no,
already.
but
We wouldn't be hearing it now for the first
there's
time.
a lot of really good character work in this movie,
Hmm.
which is something I'm always down for.
Hmm.
Give me good
Agreed.
characters doing somewhat interesting things.
Yeah.
Put a frame of a story around that, and as long as you don't make horrible logic leaps, I'm very forgiving.
Hmm.
And
Cool.
then a killer soundtrack.
Yeah.
Killer soundtrack.
Sounds like
There's
a
no
thumbs up to
denying that
me.
it's a fantastic soundtrack. So you're saying that this is a thumbs up for you?
This is a thumbs up all the
Thumbs
way. If
up.
you've
Okay.
never
Nice.
seen it, I
Right.
absolutely think you should dip your toe in. Put yourself in the mind of the 70s. Maybe get a beanbag chair,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a plastic bong, not a
Mhm.
glass bong.
It has to
We
be a
didn't have the glass
you
bongs
didn't
back
you didn't
then.
have glass bogs back then.
Plastic bong, or
Really?
if you
Yeah.
could find a ceramic bong, those were the
Yeah.
shit. But we couldn't all afford the ceramic bong, and the plastic
Hmm.
bong was easier to hide.
Yeah.
Back to shop class.
And you know what? You can drop a plastic ball.
Yeah, you could drop a plastic bong.
It could tip over anyway.
But get your big beanbag
Yeah.
chair.
Okay.
Uh,
Cool.
watch
Yeah.
FM. Thumbs up.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that it still holds up for you. I guess I'll just go next. We'll just go in the order that we came out. And what I will say about this movie is that I personally was not all that fond of it. Like, it just kind of felt like it was a little slow, and just a little uneven. There were moments that I liked, and one thing that I really liked about it, and probably the reason why I would recommend it to someone, is you you get an idea of what DJ was all about back in the day. Like it's as a time capsule, it's pretty cool. But I just wasn't that wild about the movie. Now I am going to give it a thumbs up because I think if you grew up with this movie, if you remember really liking this movie, it's not going to disappoint you. Even though, unless you think it's a laugh riot, but otherwise, I really don't think it's going to disappoint you. And there are, like, it's not just the kind of like look into the world of the DJ. The Lyndon Rod Stance stuff is really cool, as well. And just I don't know, it's kind of a weird movie though. Just you don't usually have movies that are like, we're gonna stop being a movie for a little bit, get some of these musical numbers in here. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I don't know.
Shoot the rodeo.
Yeah.
We have access, so we're
Yeah.
putting it in the movie.
Yeah, and Babs,
seen
I'm
the
glad
Pussycat.
Babs, I'm glad you to hear your thumbs up, and if you want to shoot us a few insights specifically, we'll throw them up here. But now let's go to Pumpkinhead to see what someone who, like me, had never seen this movie before and didn't really know what the hell it was. Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, so I'm really with Jethro on this one. There was so much that was so cool about this movie, and I really wanted to like it more than I did.
Mhm.
Yeah, it just I don't know, I guess I kind of felt lost. Like, I think you said it, Jeff, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
All that said, I think there is still enough here for a first-time viewer to still get some enjoyment out of it. And I do think if you like this movie as a kid, there's nothing in here that's gonna make you wish you had not revisited it. So it's a
Yeah.
thumbs up from me. I'm not mad that I saw it. We've definitely
Yeah.
watched movies here on Total Recall that I am more mad that we watched. So
Like 100%. And no, I'm not mad at this movie. I'm not mad that I saw it. I'm glad.
It
just
made me like feel more devoted to our own community radio station co-op
mhm.
here in Austin than I
Yeah.
already do, which is a lot. So there is like some emotional
Mhm.
evocation going on in here. It just
Call
I
them
don't know,
up.
wasn't directly for the movie.
Yeah. Call them up today.
I
Tell them,
already give monthly.
have you seen this movie FM? What you should do is what they do in this movie. I mean, not the riot, but everything else.
Well, they're a nonprofit, so
Okay, well,
they're not owned by. Oh, Wizard's got his kitty.
maybe I'll do
Can
it.
we get a blow up?
Buddy.
Loki.
There he
Hi.
is, little shadow baby.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, if you're in Austin, please check out KOOP 91.7 FM, a real radio station with a real dial number.
Is that like
And
Co-op,
real
podcast?
people.
not coop.
And yeah,
And real people
people.
working there.
Yeah. All right. So that is a thumbs up. I take it, there's no reason, as you said, why someone shouldn't revisit this. Cool. All right. Adam?
I'm awake.
Yeah.
Easy thumbs up for me. This is a fucking layup.
I sensed it.
Yeah, I'm not hiding it.
Yeah.
If you're a younger person and this subject matter, this sort of topical stuff interests you, please go back and watch the original stuff. Watch FM. Don't watch Dazed and Confused. Watch this. This was actually made in the 70s and will actually give you an idea of what it really was like.
Yeah.
Much better than a facade of.
Yeah, I didn't point them out, but some of the outfits, as they were, we were talking, they were rolling by. Some of them do actually look ridiculous and would never be featured on like that 70s show or.
Oh God, I hate that show so much. Yes. No, yeah, go back to the source material if this is interesting to you. I have been encouraging people all week on social media and in my Discord to watch FM. It's on YouTube right now for free. with only one song removed, and you can just sit and watch and enjoy the whole thing. Like
Which one did they remove?
Life in the
Eagles.
Fast Lane at the beginning during the car chase.
Mm.
Yeah.
And that is one hell of a stunt driver sequence. Like
Oh
we
my
didn't talk
gosh.
about it, but there is some great
Yeah.
stunt driving in that first sequence there.
It's like chips on cocaine. It is crazy.
White
Um,
nipples.
White nipples. Yeah, easy thumbs up. I knew it before rewatching it. We watched this at least every year for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
It's not just my personal memories of it or whatever. This is a solidly constructed, quick little lighthearted drama. Comes in at an easy 90 minutes. It's an easy watch. It's a banger soundtrack. And this is the real thing. We're not recreating the 70s, folks. This is the 70s.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
absolutely recommend.
Cool. All right. Yeah, we got an enthusiastic, reminiscent thumbs up. Let's find out how corporate. It's not all the way
that's
yet.
right. I'm
Can
sorry,
you
I
chill
forgot.
out?
I
He's
forgot we're
excited.
going the wrong.
He's got his
Wait.
all the way. Okay.
Well,
No pressure.
I also have been pretty vocal about how
Yeah.
I'm feeling about this film as well. But
Mhm.
yeah, no, I mean, super chill, super
Mhm.
chill, excellent tunes. And
Yeah.
from what I understand, it wasn't much of a hit when it came out. So like,
Mhm. But
if
it
you
made
liked it,
money because it had a $2 million budget, and it made many more times its budget, even if it was considered a moderate box office.
that's like so interesting because like I've
Yeah.
never heard of this film before.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I just it all that to say is if I think you liked it back then, then
Mhm.
I definitely think you would like it as a rewatch. It's just like just to build on what Adam said, basically nothing new. It's just a lighthearted movie about
Mhm.
community. Has
Mhm.
excellent sets, style, and
Yeah.
vibes, great tunes. Thumbs
Mhm.
up.
Yeah. There you go. Are you ready, Wizard?
There you
Yes.
go.
Yay!
Wunderbar. Okay, there you have it. It's a totaled all the way. A few of the totals were, more tempered than the others, but in the end, we all agree. If you love this movie in your childhood, if this was something you saw over and over, it's been a long time since you've revisited it, I have good news. You should still check it out. No doubt about it. And it is also a great length. They didn't overdo it. It's 90 minutes.
Perfect.
So not only is it 90 minutes, but like 10 minutes of that is like live music footage. So really, it's an 80-minute long movie.
I will literally watch anything for
Mhm.
90 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you're already on my good side if that
Yeah,
is your film length.
genuinely. Immediately, yes.
Are you listening, Hollywood? All
Hello.
right. Well,
They're
as
definitely
we
listening.
We get cut off.
yeah. So I think we were talking about this earlier. If Gravy had been able to make it tonight, which unfortunately he is just simply too busy. Nothing is fucked. Everything is
RIP.
fine. But he just no, there's no RIPs of any sort.
Did he
Rip.
mail
He's
in a
just
ballot?
no, he did not. Well, he said he would. He said he would vote if he needed to, but clearly we're good to go. So
Yeah, we
um,
don't need you.
Screw
yeah,
your
we don't need you.
freedoms.
Yeah, but it would also be his turn to pick a film, and I am going to present 3 movies, and
Oh,
I do
God.
hope Barbara is still commenting along and
I
watching.
think she's still awake.
So
And,
are we gonna we're
Huh?
gonna pick what we think Gravy wants us to watch?
He would want you to watch this movie.
I think whatever he picked from my list, Gravy will be delighted. But these are three films I haven't mentioned before, and all three of them have like very special places in my life.
Well,
As
you
far as
grew up
like,
on the same VCR, so I think it's probably
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, like
sure.
but these were actually more like memorable, like seeing it in the theater, like uh experience. Well, one of them no, but the other two yes. In any case, I'm just gonna go with these, and we'll see how you feel. The first one is Rocky 4. I have not
Really?
seen Rocky 4 since I was a kid. I remember thinking Rocky 4 was like like Rocky 3 is like way over the top, but Rocky 4 is like melodrama. You know what I
Love.
mean? Like it's like it's over the top in a completely different way, you know. But like all I really remember about it is that it was my first time in life understanding what a montage was.
Hell yeah.
And but I definitely, I mean, I cannot tell you decades since I have seen Rocky 4. So that's one movie. And then the next movie is again, this is an action film that was hugely popular. And even though it's rated R, it was still like presented for kids, and kids celebrated it. You know, we had T-shirts that had it on there. It's Rambo: First Blood Part 2. I have not
Oh.
watched First Blood Part 2 since childhood. And I did not see it in the theater because it is definitely rated R.
Do you have any
And
films without greasy men?
and then the third movie is a movie that I watched when it came out at the theater several times, in part because of Studio 35, which ran it more than 1 week. And then also because while it came out during the holidays and while we were on vacation, it became kind of a joke to see it. So I have seen this movie in the theater like 5 times, but I don't think I've ever seen it once since it came out. And that's Demolition Man. So there you go. You got your three Sylvester Stallone films that all mean something to Jethro. And I want
Thanks.
to know which one
Can't.
you think it's
Mm.
going
How
to
is
be,
how is Over the Top not on this list?
Because
because
it's not an actual movie.
I know how I feel about Over the Top. That's why.
Okay.
It has been declassified as a film.
I have revisited Over the Top. I have not revisited any of these films. The closest I have come to revisiting Demolition Man is playing the shit out of the pinball.
You don't have to tell me that.
I love the tone of her voice right now.
Utter dismay.
Yeah, it's a diss word. It could be discussed.
I wonder if I could play the accordion too. So that's it, and I'm willing to go with any three of those. Also, like, if
And
you
the-
like really fucking hate this list, we'll just do Clue. But I
really hate this list. What's
no,
Clue?
I was talking to everyone else but you,
Oh.
Adam.
Damn it.
I kind of want to watch Clue.
No, yeah, I was just kidding. You have to pick from my list.
I would go with Demolition Man out of those three.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would.
Have you
That's
seen
what I
it?
will vote
Like,
for.
have you seen it before?
Not
like
since I saw it in the theater.
you
Honestly,
saw it in the theater just once. Yeah.
Well,
just
that's
once.
fair. I
Not five
have,
times. Not five
unfortunately.
times.
The choice I least hate would be Rocky 4, honestly.
Oh yeah,
I must break you.
that must
Yeah.
break.
I don't hate that big Russian bastard. What's his name?
Yeah, he's
Oh.
actually like brilliant.
Salminio. Who is he?
Yeah.
Hmm.
He is
It's Salminio. Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren. That's what I was
Yes.
gonna say.
It is the one with the big blonde Russian guy, and Rocky goes to Russia to train like a Russian so he can learn to kill box Russian style.
But let's be clear here. There is a robot with
There's a
Yes,
robot.
there is a robot. That's why Jeff loves it.
yeah. God. This is the one I have the least bad memories of. Like I feel like Rocky 4 was actually a pretty well constructed movie.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, it's all cheese and schmaltz and it's all Stallone, but
I
Mhm.
preferred 3.
Well,
I
three
don't
was
hate I don't hate you for that.
the comic book.
And got Hulk Hogan and Clubber
Polly,
Lang.
that's his name. Polly's
Yeah.
robot. Oh,
Holy
God.
robot.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a Rocky 4. Is that our first vote or no? You
We have 2
you said
Demolition
Nick-
Mans.
Demolition Man,
Mick
one
voted
Rocky
for
4.
Demolition
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. Two Demolition Man, one Rocky 4.
We got 2 Rocky 4
Two Rocky 4.
We had 2. Yeah, Babs has Rocky 4 now.
in the comments.
Okay. Does someone want to text Gravy and see if he can just chime in as well?
I'm not speaking to Gravy.
I'll text him. But Jess, how are you feeling? What do you
He's
think?
not awake.
Which
Yeah,
greasy
he's usually
shaped man do
bed
you want to
friendly.
watch?
I feel like I'm leaning towards Demolition Man just because I can't remember which Rocky movies I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I've seen all of them, so I gotta figure
Have
that
you
out.
seen Demolition Man?
No,
You've never seen Demolition Man.
Never?
no, no.
I might
sorry?
change my
Yeah.
vote, actually. Well, no, I'm not
Yeah.
judging you. I'm just
Yeah.
So you,
I
so
mean,
you
that's-
don't know
Yep.
you don't know how to use the 3 shells?
everyone should watch it at least once. I will give
Okay.
you that.
So Demolition Man.
Demolition Man? Okay.
Yes.
Because you need to learn about the 3 shells.
Okay.
And now all restaurants are Demolition Man.
I see a beret. Ooh.
Okay. Well, I think we have to go with Demolition Man, right? That's 3-2.
Sounds like
Or
it.
do you want me to? Do you want? I mean, like we're still hanging out. I could text Gravy here.
I think you should call Gravy just because he's like maybe in the middle of pooping or something and just bother him.
Yeah. So let's see, Demolition Man or Rocky 4.
I mean, if there's a fight on the panel, I'll
Well,
probably
right
lean
now
into
it's 4-2,
Rocky 4 a
so-
little more, but
Yeah.
Right now
Yeah.
it's 4-2. So
I'll watch Demolition Man. It's fine.
damn right you
Yeah.
will.
And you'll like it, mister.
You just might. I remember enjoying it. Like it. Like
Cast
like-
rocks.
I feel like I very specifically remembered when I watched Judge Dredd that I didn't think Stallone removing his helmet ruined the movie as much as Rob Schneider, but I don't. But I don't remember
Max.
Rob Schneider ruining Demolition Man. I don't think he did that in my mind. Like,
In all honesty, I will tell you, I've watched Demolition Man more than once, but when it came out, I did not like it.
gotcha.
So I'll just leave that there.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I think we're just gonna watch Demolition Man because this text has not been read, and he's either busy or asleep. So
Yeah.
we love you, Gravy. So yeah, we'll see you in a couple weeks for Demolition Man, which for me is very exciting. And if you haven't seen Over the Top, or if you're wondering whether or not you can revisit it, I guarantee you.
You've missed nothing. Don't do it.
Robert Loggia is the bad guy in that movie. Robert
yeah, but there's a
Loggia.
kid.
There's a kid that Sylvester Stallone
There's a
loves
cheeky fucking kid with a hat.
with a hat.
Ugh. No.
Over the top, Dad.
No.
Over the top.
Ugh. Don't make me punish you when it's my turn finally.
Oh boy.
A rough and tumble world of professional arm wrestling.
All right, Demolition Man, guys.
Yeah. We're
We're
going to
doing
do
it.
Demolition Man. What year is this? This is late 90s.
93.
90s. Oh, it's early 90s. Okay, cool. Early
Wow.
90s.
I was 1 year old.
Oh
my God.
Oh boy.
Collective groan.
Oh boy. All right,
Fine,
we're gonna talk about the three seashells. I don't remember everything about this movie, but I do remember several
Wait.
jokes, and that
Wait.
was one of them.
Let me think.
The cannoli, the car that turns into a cannoli.
93 was when I was friends with Rob Schneider's ex-wife.
No way.
Oh,
Yes.
What?
Okay, so Jethro, I don't know if you remember, but before I had my own shop in Columbus,
Uh-huh.
we used to tattoo at the Lollapalooza barber shop in the basement. And London King.
You're
Rob
saying
Schneider-
this is the place that you're at before you're at Indianola.
Yeah, well, we had a shop on High Street for like 6 months.
Okay, that's all right.
But
That's
this
where
is
I met you.
before
Was
that.
on High. I met you at the shop on High Street. Okay.
Yeah, this is before that. We used to tattoo in the Lollapalooza barber shop across the street next to the Goody Boy. And London King, a fabulous, lovely woman and beautiful model, was already divorced from Rob Schneider, and I was friends with her because she was dating one of the barbers there.
Wow.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Talk about nearly famous. Oh my God. What a brush with greatness. She was a nice gal.
Did
I bet.
you get any good Rob Schneider horror stories?
If I did, I forgot them. She didn't speak ill of people. She's actually like a very nice put together woman. She's very pleasant, very amicable. So no, she wouldn't have been the kind that spilled a lot of dirty laundry. Can't see her doing
Classy.
that. Yeah. I remember her telling me when she met Mick Jagger, she told him her name, which is her actual name is London King, and he just burst out laughing in her face.
Oh.
So not her fault, but
Yeah.
charming woman. I never did meet her daughter, who went on to be a model actress as well, I guess. But
Yeah. I recognize her name.
yeah, so there's some Rob Schneider stuff for you, ish.
Wow.
Yeah, how exciting. All right, Demolition
I
Man.
was
it
sold
is.
on Demolition Man from the Taco Bell commercial.
what?
There is huge Taco Bell product placement.
That was a big deal at the time.
Oh
It is.
man.
There is I think maybe an insane level of Taco Bell product placement.
Because
All
Every
restaurants are Taco Bell.
yeah, all restaurants are Taco Bell.
Oh
And
shit! Okay,
They
all right.
literally are now.
Yeah.
I was
That
just
made me
thinking
so
about how
happy.
much I miss the Taco Bell dog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I wish
Didn't
all
we watch a
restaurants were
movie that
Taco
was
Bell.
made? Didn't we watch a movie that was made by the Taco Bell dog director?
What?
I feel like that is definitely a factoid that I've come across.
You'll get
That
a
we, I
Taco
think
Bell.
we watched a movie that was made by the guy who did the Taco Bell dog.
I'm lost.
It's brilliant.
Yeah. I
You
couldn't
can-
tell you which one it was. I mean, it's been 55 of now.
Kinka Usher?
Yes.
Was it that Tim Conway
it.
movie?
You're right. Kinka Usher from Demolition Man. How about
Mystery
that?
Men.
Mystery Men.
Mystery
Oh,
Men.
fuck.
Not Demolition Man. Mystery Man. Yeah.
Different-
That's right.
yeah.
He did the Taco
Different
Bell
kind
dog.
of men.
Help me. Someone help. Okay. We're doing great.
We're digressing.
We are.
Different
We've
men.
been.
Wrap it up.
Okay. Thank you guys for joining us. It has been wonderful. I haven't really shared anyone's links, but I do want to mention Wizard has a Tuesday night gig, The Gear Wizard, and Stoner Cinema. You just watched Soul Plane. Do you want to give us kind of a 10, 20 word review of
Not
Soul
a stoner
Plane?
movie. Not we determined it was not a stoner movie.
Not a stoner movie.
So
Despite
it
the
totally
presence
failed.
of Snoop Dogg.
Can you say? Oh, what's that word? False advertising.
Oh.
Snoop Dogg, the poster of that movie is gonna make you think he's in that movie a whole lot longer than he is actually in that movie.
Yeah.
One of those.
A little bit of Snoop Dogg.
I'm okay with that.
This was more than 20 words.
What are y'all watching next?
We are gonna watch Super Troopers to see if that is in fact a stoner.
Super Troopers.
Oh, I haven't
There
seen that
is
in a long
there's
time.
weed in Super Troopers, isn't there?
Yeah,
There
there's a
is
lot of
weed in
weed in that
Super
one.
Troopers.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So we're going to see,
Mm-hmm.
is it really a stoner movie?
Yeah, I mean it's about the whole monkey mascot is a stoner.
I know.
Is it?
But
Shit, dude,
Yeah.
I gotta watch that movie.
I know where you can talk about it.
Yeah.
You don't gotta do anything. This isn't Russia.
Well, no, I would like to watch that movie. I will be doing Pinball League starting next Tuesday. So.
Oh hell yeah, I forgot about that. Right on, man.
Yeah.
Dude, if we had a pinball league here, oh my god.
That's so sick.
If I had access to a pinball machine here.
It's not all it's cracked up to be. I almost cried at the last elimination round.
I'm willing to bet there's not a pinball machine in our whole fucking town.
I was trying very hard not to cry.
Well, he has access to like a whole room full of pinball machines.
Yeah,
Oh
y'all
my
should
god.
go to this pinball collective. It's an office.
It's crazy.
They rented out an office with
Please, please.
it's
Tell
it's
me when.
wild.
Tell me when you want to
very
go there,
fun.
Jess, because I get plenty of half off admissions. So
Right
you want to go there for $10 in like Flint.
Rock
All
and
right.
roll, baby.
Sweet. All right, and we also want to talk about me, Babs, and Adam every Friday, including this upcoming Friday on B-Sides. I didn't share the link, but someone can pop it up there if they want.
There is no link.
I'm sorry.
Well,
no link.
there's a B-roll link, but I failed at my multitasking tonight because I like this movie so much. I was fully engaged with the Total Recall show. I don't know what we're watching, but you know, it's Lady Month or whatever the fuck they call it, and we're gonna support them and their sandwich abilities.
So you're gonna
great.
You're gonna watch Wonder Women or Wasp Women?
we done the Wasp
Gilmore
Women?
Girls?
We haven't done Wasp Women.
Oh, we did.
Wasp Women or Wasp Woman?
Wasp Wasted Women.
What?
I don't know. Friday, it's a B-roll stage on every fucking platform you can imagine.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and find the link here.
It is everywhere. And then also on Sundays, you have a regular gig.
We have a new matinee show. We just did episode number 10, and we show
Wow.
higher quality movies on Rumble because there's no copyright restrictions, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yet.
Yeah.
So we are exploiting that loophole.
Mhm.
Last week we watched a really good movie.
Forbidden Planet.
Forbidden Planet, thank you.
It's fantastic. It's a
Dan
fantastic
Francis.
film.
Groundbreaking movie. Leslie
It's-
Nielsen played it straight. And
Robbie-
Francis.
Robbie the Robot's first role.
Mm-hmm.
It is the film that Robbie the Robot was designed and built for.
Yes, not a cheap production.
Nope.
So this Sunday we're gonna watch The H-Man, a Toho film directed by Shiro Honda.
Initiator Honda.
And yeah, we're just gonna do it as long as we can get away with it. So join us, blow off your Sundays with us. Rumble only
Yeah.
matinees every Sunday, noon Pacific.
Outstanding. Does anyone else have anything they want to plug or anything we haven't gone over? All
I
right.
think we've covered everything.
I'm about to hit that closer. So thank you very much, everyone. Please enjoy the 1978 release of FM Star.
Yeah, give it a watch. It's
Give it a
really
watch.
worthwhile. It's a
Yeah.
feel-good movie. It won't hurt you.
Mhm.
It doesn't. It's not mad at you. It won't judge you.
It will teach you
It's
things.
not
It
mad
will
at you.
it will teach you things about the past too.
Give it a watch.
Well,
I agree. All right. Well,
Bye.
good night,
Bye.
everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe.